All right. Now, how do you guys find your shows? Are you mostly invited to play by different friends, different contacts you already have in the industry? Do you have someone who does your booking for you? How much of the band is you guys self-producing, doing the own work, and how much are you having other people do as far as booking, producing the CD tracks, that sort of thing?
Well, we're definitely looking for help, but right so far it's pretty much us, and we do get invited to shows such as soundforce.org, plus Nashville Listener
They're kind of a collective
release show. But it was we get invited to do shows, and then we book some of our own, and when we go out of town, we have to book for ourselves. But we are definitely looking for help. And
What do you think is the hardest part about being a band that does everything on your own, as far as the booking, the promotions, the production? What parts are good about it, and what parts do you sort of wish that you had more help with?
The hardest part is doing it all by ourselves, and I don't know. We kind of wish we had help with everything, so we could just not have to do anything.
More into playing and making the music than you
Yeah,
are the business side of
right.
things.
yeah, we're not very good at the business side. We try our best, we really do, and
We're really good at it.
we make some things happen.
Finding potential
and,
record labels. We're really good at promoting ourselves. And
we do our best, and
we have a real buzz going on right now on the internet.
Now, what's the best part to you guys about the Nashville music scene and living here in Music City?
Was that German? What? English. I think what Thomas is trying to say is that everybody in this town is really talented, and we're just trying to fit in that mold of really talented bands in town, and maybe even stand out a little bit. And there's a really cohesive group of people in town that play music, according to Dabney.
Yeah.
And we get to play with. Dabney says there's a special name for it, and it's like a conglomerate.
a conglomerate of
Is it
of
congealed?
bands.
What? It's a collective.
And what would be the hardest part about playing in Music City? Do you find that there's anything very difficult about maybe the other bands or the fans here in Nashville that maybe make it harder as opposed to playing somewhere else?
I'm gonna answer that one pretty seriously.
What?
What hasn't been serious?
Well, honestly, that's a great question. It's hard because this town has a very specific sound, and it's a very good sound, and it's based on classic, throwback, great songwriting, great pop, great rock, and all the there's so many great bands in this town, and I think what becomes hard is there's maybe because we kind of skirt the edges a little bit, and we try to be a little experimental, but I think it's hard to find an audience for the bands in this town that are trying to do something far outside the mold. And I'm not saying we're not poppy or anything like that, but I just know a lot of bands have to resort to house shows. They have to resort to smaller clubs.
Resort to playing at the end.
They don't get they don't get the opportunities that some of the more traditional bands get. And that's one thing about Nashville, that while it breeds the best bands, I really think that it needs to change. It's something that needs to happen soon too.
All right. Now, with the last few minutes of the interview, is there anybody that you guys would like to give a shout out to? Maybe someone you've worked really well with, a band that you happen to be big fans of that's local to the area, just people that have helped you along the way.
I want to give a real big shout out to Tommy and the Whale. They've come a long way, and they've tried real hard, and I think that they're gonna make it.
No, really. Quiet entertainer, Greg, man, he's a very talented man. He makes great music and puts on an incredible show, and he's always been helpful and supportive. one of my personal favorites, Play Golden Eagle, Oblio, love Oblio, the Holly House Crew.
Spider Friends are cool.
Anybody who wants to play shows with us, I like them too.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for sitting down and talking with us. Again, this is Nashville Listener interviewing Tallest Trees, and we'll be looking forward to your new CD coming out, The Ostrich or the Lark.
Beautiful.
See you later.
All right, now.
Skinny little rest built like a child. A heart-shaped hole and skin out